So I want to talk about Demon's Tilt, released in 2019 by FLRAB or Flarb, I guess. That's a pinball game, and it's really simplistic in its core game design because it's pinball, but it's super deep because the pinball stage is multi-tiered, so you work your way up or down or back and forth, and there are basically multiple stages within one. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave a comment, please and thank you. So I am a fan of pinball. I didn't get into pinball until about 2020, 2021, and didn't know how deep the mechanics actually are, because when you're looking at a pinball cabinet or a pinball machine, it's like, well, you just flip the thing back and forth, and I didn't know anything about like holding it or like pressing it up and over to get to the other one. So I didn't realize how much timing it took to be good at these games. And I played the Star Wars pinball on my Switch Lite for a really long time and loved that game. And that kind of ushered me into pinball. And now each year I go up to a city near a couple hours away and do like a little camping trip and then go and play their pinball machines, which they have like 30 or 40 of them. And it's just a fun time to know about pinball and to know the mechanics in pinball. So Demon's Tilt is an occult, Lovecraftian terror horror themed game, and that's a lot of like key words to throw against you, but it just has like a Castlevania-esque vibe to it. Like there are stairs on the side, and it seems like the music is inspired by a Castlevania game, and I really love it. It is totally my type of design. Like I feel like it was made specifically for me and my type of aesthetic and vibe. So it reminds me of a Castlevania game. It reminds me of like a Darkstalkers. You know, there's the lady laughing in the background like Morgan does. And it's just, it's a beautiful thing to see all of the intricacies in a simple concept. So there are basically bosses built into the stage. And like as you get more precise with your hits, you can kind of hit them a bunch of times and hit the enemies around them and make them deteriorate, and you're all gaining points at that same time. So it becomes this almost bullet hell type of experience where you're kind of trying to get into this flow state, hitting these things up and then making sure you keep an eye on where it's coming down. And they have tons of accessibility options. If you're having difficulty seeing your thing, you can add in like a streamer behind it, so when the ball's up, it's kind of like more visible than it was if you had that setting off. So you can change the way how far out you're viewing the screen and the cabinet. So like you can be up and then it'll kind of shift with you as you move, but I kind of like it a little bit back so I can see kind of everything that I'm dealing with for the most part. So soundtrack, the special effect, like the sound effects that happen and the people laughing and the things getting destroyed and like it's super overwhelming, but it's awesome, and the sound design is amazing. So this game has super deep options, like I said earlier, where you just have the ability to kind of change it up and make it exactly how you want it visually. You change the different colors and stuff, and change the pixel graphics, or keep it pretty crisp, or dial back some of the things. And so this game is just basically you hop on and you try to beat your high score. It's super simple in concept, but in execution, it's really, really fun and deep. So it's a bit of a paradox here. Like, oh, well, it's super simple, but actually it's really, really deep. And I was attracted to it, waited for it to go on sale. I was like, yeah, let's test it out. So I've been playing it a few times, probably put in hour and a half, 2 hours total between, 20-minute session here, 10-minute session here, 20-minute session here, and it's definitely scratching that pinball itch. So if you do like a fighting game, beat 'em up game, then you hop in, do a little bit of pinball, then do like a Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo. So you have like a puzzle game, and then that's your gaming session for about an hour. It's like I got a variety of all these different types of games in about an hour instead of waiting for my thing to upload and waiting for the new whatever to take 40 minutes of my life away while I'm waiting for it to update or whatever. So this game's fun, potent gameplay, skill-based gameplay. It's not going to hand you anything. You have to work for it. You have to understand the mechanics, and you have to get better in order to enjoy this game to the max. But yeah, I'm not going to stretch it out. I'll probably play some gameplay for the next 2-3 minutes just to show the game more, because it's more of, you can talk about it, but I can't really run on for 10 minutes about it. But I want the gameplay to speak for itself because it's a beautiful game. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the gameplay. See ya.
Yeah.